Oh man, see a ghost.
Okay.
Some wheel endings are better than others.
They are. That's why we do them every day.
Because if you don't like this wheel ending, well, there's another one the next day, or sometimes you have to wait over the weekend.
Yeah, and first of all, I thought that one was great.
I thought that one was great too.
Yeah. So,
there are no wrong wheel endings. You know, it's like wearing, how many shirts can you wear? There's no wrong answer to that.
Right. That's right, brother. You look like an art instructor.
With a smock. Yeah, it's like I'm wearing like the art teacher's father's thrown out old shirts.
And we didn't acknowledge it, which is the best part, until Good Mythical More. That's why you watch Good Mythical More, so we can remind you we talked about double shirt yesterday on Good Mythical More. So now here it is in the flesh, or on the flesh.
And you know this because you for some reason want more, and you watch this. And you know, we're glad that you do.
Well, today I'm gonna make it worth your while, and that is because I'm gonna tell you what happened on my plane.
Don't build it up too much here.
Yeah, it's better than what happened on Link's plane. No. Okay, so as we are leaving
we weren't on the same plane.
California to go to North Carolina, so this is the beginning of the Christmas vacation. You know, I'm also not afraid of flying, but when you get on a plane a lot of times, there's lots of different noises that are happening, mechanical noises, and I always get a kick out of watching people's faces who I know are afraid of flying.
It's interesting you say that because in my research, I found that one of the other tips they said was familiarize yourself with plane noises.
Right, because it can be, I mean, sometimes it's like there's like banging, and then the one that I heard was
so like a cow dying.
Yeah, it does sound like a cow when I do it, but it sounded like an engine.
So it didn't sound like that.
It sounded like, well, it did sound like that. It sounded like an engine revving up but not starting. Incidentally, that's exactly what was happening. We pushed back from the gate, and then, you know, I guess you get pulled back by some little car or something like that, and then you're supposed to
It's like a Volkswagen Beetle.
turn your engines on, and now your engines propel you. A lot of people don't know that, but that when a plane is going around in the plane yard or whatever you call it, it's using its engines to go around. Engine propulsion, jet propulsion is actually pushing it along. It isn't like there's power in the wheels and stuff.
Really?
So,
I question that, but go ahead.
but incidentally, I heard that noise and nothing happened.
You were on the runway?
We were out there getting ready to get in line. Now, this happened 4 or 5 times, something trying to start and then it wouldn't start. And then all of a sudden, the pilot comes on, the intercom, and he says, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about this, but looks like we're gonna have to pull back up to the gate. Our left engine, actually both engines are having trouble starting, but what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna pull right back up to the gate and we're gonna jump start the engine just like you would a car. And
what?
No, I'm not exaggerating. Just like you would a car, and then hopefully we'll be able to use the left engine to start the right engine, and then hopefully they'll keep going. And I was like, and
did he think he was talking to like the mechanic?
No, he said,
he pressed the wrong button?
He said, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen of the mechanic zone,
there was definitely.
This is going out to only the people who need to know this information.
This is when it struck me that this guy needs some education. Like you talked about all the school that pilots go to. I don't think they go to much school because they need to go to people management school to realize that he was inciting fear into lots of people because he basically said.
Christy would have been waking me up already, yeah.
We're gonna jumpstart the plane that you are gonna be in over the United States, and then hopefully we're gonna start the other engine from the other one engine, and then hopefully he said something like, hopefully it'll stay on. I'm like, well yeah, if it doesn't stay on.
There's no way he said hopefully it'll stay on. He didn't say that.
What he meant was, hopefully that will work and then they'll be under their own power. It'll start and stay on. He didn't mean that like, there's a chance that this thing's gonna go off, but like there was a lady 2 seats in front of me and she like went. She like looked at the person across, she was with the person across the row.
Was she snapping a rubber band?
No rubber bands, maybe she needed one. And I was just making jokes about it. I was like, yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. You jerk. It's like we both turned into jerks on planes. That's crazy.
But it worked. It took a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took.
So you didn't crash?
It took another 20 minutes, and then we got started.
I've certainly been on a number of flights where they've given too much information. Not that much information, but yeah, on our flight out from here, they said the air conditioner is not quite working right, but it's not going to keep us from staying on schedule.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, that's just a comfort thing. But I was on another plane where they said, our computer doesn't seem to be working exactly right. I remember it was something about computer. And I'm like, well, isn't that how planes are flown now? By computer? Well, don't tell me the computer's screwed up.
There's a person there too.
Who usually relies on a computer.
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-pilot George is 3 sheets to the wind, and I'm going to be doing this one solo. If anything happens to me, if you have any flying experience, please make your way up to the cockpit.
But more information is not necessarily less anxiety. It's just more specific anxiety.
Right.
And so I don't know how, is there some manual that they're like going through? Should I tell them this or not?
I mean, we had an issue one time where they were...
Pilots, chime in, please.
One time I was on a plane and they were like, there is a dent. We've just discovered that there's a dent in the plane. I'm not kidding. And
so what do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, are you asking?
Bang it out?
Are you asking for volunteers to suck on it, to push it, pull it out? I mean, I don't
suck on it. What planet do you suck on a dent?
That's how they get dents out with it. If you go to the body shop,
okay, that's fair.
They got this thing and it like you put it around the dent and then it has a suction cup and it pushes and pulls at the same time and it straightens it out. So he basically said,
that's a great, but dent suckers.
And this guy was like,
good business title.
You know how they do at a body shop where they put, no, he didn't do that. We're going to have a guy come and suck this dent out.
We got a really big guy, huge mouth, gonna come out here.
The guy from the body shop is going to be sucking on the dent here. But everything's going to be all right. We're going to make up the time in the air and everything's going to be fine.
We got another guy on the inside who's going to be blowing at the same time. Don't be alarmed.
Everybody take a deep breath. And help work this dent out.
Wow, what is that? I mean, that's a Vsauce episode right there. Can you explode a plane if you all breathe out at the same time?
Let's ask him about that in the podcast we've already recorded.
Yeah. Oh man. So watch that Ear Biscuits.
Listen to it.
Support audio entertainment. Watch it with your ears. Come on, do I have to spoon feed all this stuff to you kids?
Yeah.
You can watch it with your ears. That was nice. That was a nice little laugh.